House, UP NCPAG begin training of newbie congressmen. Manila, Philippines. The House of Representatives and the University of the Philippines National College on Public Administration and Government, UP NCPAG, organized the executive course for new members of the incoming 18th Congress. The 3 batches of training are from Monday to Wednesday, June 17th to 19th, on June 24th to 26th and on July 1st to 3. At the end of the course, participants shall have gained knowledge, honed skills and imbibed good values on policy making, particularly on development policy, planning and programming for better quality of life, well-being and sustainable human development. The course overview reads: Professor Maria Fe Villamejor-Mendoza, Dean of UP NCPAG, also said they would help congressmen learn the legislative process, as well as the internal setup in the lower chamber. Tutulungan namin sila na malaman paano ang legislative process kaysa hindi lahat gusto nilang gawin mangyayari kaysa may mahirap. Mayroon kaming pag-aaral na at least 2 congresses are needed before a bill becomes a law, Villamejor-Mendoza said in an interview. We hope that they internalize their roles as public servants, she added. The UP Dean said the incoming House members would also learn to craft their own legislative agenda and understand the legislative, budgetary, and parliamentary processes, as well as the legislative ethical accountability. At the end of the 3-day orientation, first-time lawmakers would also experience a mock session. One of the attendees, former Navotas Mayor John Ray Tiangco, who is now the representative of the city's Lone District, said he hopes to learn more, especially that the work of a mayor is different from that of a congressman. He said his legislative agenda would focus on education, health, housing, and livelihood. Beyond the basics, principles and independence, but beyond the basics of the legislative process, incoming Bayan Muna Rep. Eufemia Cullamat, a Manobo tribeswoman from Surigao del Sur, said House members should also hone their principles by knowing the plight of the districts and sectors they are representing. Read, Cullamat, a first-time congresswoman and the second Manobo to serve in Congress after former Cotabato Rep. Tiangco, said she also sees her being elected to public office as a chance to tell the true stories of the marginalized indigenous peoples. Inasahan malaki ang may tutulong nito sa usating kalagayan ni pambansang minorya sa Pilipinas kamano, yung dinaraharap ng pambansang minorya sa islang nagtutuloy na proyektong pangpamahalaan. Gobyerno na may kakatawang kalikasan at pamumuhay namin palamatod in spoiler.net. Bilang Bayang Representative and Congressman ang galing talaga sa marginalized sector, marami akong gustong isabi roon para mamulatad ang ating nakasamahan kamano talaga ang tunay na kalagayan namin na pambansang minorya, she added. Her fellow Bayan Muna Rep. Ferdinand Gaite meanwhile underscores that the 18th Congress, although long shot, should strive to be independent of the whims of the executive branch. Primarily ang balas tinatawag sa Rezo na supposedly independent from Malaman at dapat industriya sa wasto at pamagaitod in spoiler.net. Gaite said Bayan Muna's representatives in the 18th Congress, which include incumbent Rep. Carlos Saray, would continue pushing for the P16,000 national minimum wage and the total end of all forms of contractualization in the government and private sectors. House Secretary General Dante Roberto Maling said the number of first-timer lawmakers is around 135 to 145 for about half of the 304 to 306 total members of the 18th Congress. The Commission on Elections still has to decide on certain cases sa party list, case I understand. Mayroon pang elections in October or November for Southern Leyte and if I'm not mistaken, in Palawan, Maling explained. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.